We are recording. Welcome back. This is Moonlight Tree, and as you see, I am doing a very quick new intro. I am still doing the Steam Next Fest, and hopefully, I got rid of the audio hiccup that I didn't notice the first time I recorded this. That's fine. Um, we are a few games down. I have a few more to go. Let's see what demo I am playing this time. Welcome back. So I am playing um Run Tavern Quest. I may have a um special guest eventually if I get to keep this demo on my computer long enough to have her play, because this is similar to a game that my mom played, and she either is going to play it and not share, or she will play it and share. So, um, what intrigued me is, well, this. We are running a tavern. Um, Let me make sure. So, text setting. Okay, you guys can see that really well. Display, audio, narration speed. We'll see how fast I can read. And it's version 0.4.47. I'll be resetting it if she does it, but let's start the demo. And it's louder in my ears than it is in yours, so if there's any narration, I apologize. I will attempt to comment and say stuff. Let's see.
Tavern Quest.
Oh.
Trial version.
CPU. Hello. I'm the CPU. I manage things around here. You are a program. You're a game called Tavern Quest. Okay?
Type new game to begin.
CPU. Steve is the one who types. Steve sends us commands. Our job is to respond to them. Oh dear. No matter what, continue.
Invalid command. New game. Type help for assistance.
Steve will never type help for assistance. Oh dear. Continue.
Demo. The Malevolent Mage.
Oh dear. Steve is playing a trial version of Tavern Quest. The adventure he's playing is totally separate and non-canon from the main game. Okay. I've looked ahead in your programming. This is a simple story. Steve plays as a noble adventurer whose goal is to defeat an evil wizard. First, he needs to buy a weapon.
Your adventure begins at the general store, where you can buy any goods an adventurer might require. It's a dusty and cluttered locale, but a necessary stop for your quest.
We control all of the characters in the game, except for Steve's. What is the shopkeeper doing as Steve enters the store? And here's where we start playing our game. I think the shopkeeper is eating a sandwich. For no reason.
You see the shopkeeper eating a ham sandwich. He's a burly old dwarf with tiny spectacles poking out of his bushy beard. As you catch his attention, he sets his sandwich down and licks his fingers.
What's a good name for the shopkeeper? Arin Silverstock sounds good to me, so I'm gonna choose that one.
Aha! An adventurer you must be, says the shopkeeper. Welcome to Silverstock Mercantile. I'm the owner here, Aaron Silverstock. Take a look around and talk to me if you'd like to buy something. He eats the last bite of his sandwich and throws his napkin into a garbage bin.
By the way, feel free to click to skip dialogue or make text scroll faster. I promise I won't be offended. You can also change the font or text speed in the menu. Menu. I love this interaction. Bobble. Bobble, 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 bobble. Okay, Steve. What are you going to look? Garbage. Uh, uh, okay. Really? Steve, the garbage bin was never intended to be anything remotely interesting. Then again, Steve never has cared much about how things are intended to go. We can always just throw an error when Steve does something stupid. Trust me, I'm used to it. What's in the garbage?
You walk past many interesting displays of powerful weapons and items to further examine the garbage bin. It appears to be full of garbage.
Yeah. Again, with the garbage, I feel like we're just encouraging him when we don't throw errors. If you still don't want to go that route, we can have the shopkeeper try to nudge him in the right direction. Have the shopkeeper say something.
You hop over the counter and begin stuffing handfuls of garbage into your pockets. The shopkeeper watches in confusion. Ah, my garbage? He says. Are you sure you didn't mean to look at the weapon display?
I should mention that Steve's character is supposed to be a wealthy nobleman. We can choose what Steve's character says in this situation. What's a good reason for a nobleman to get in someone's garbage? I have no idea.
No need to worry, you say. I am simply entitled to your garbage as a village nobleman. You best not interfere with my collection of my rightful property.
Pardon. I really need to fix me laughing is peaking. I hope everyone is okay. I was not expecting that. Oh, no. He's really, really into this garbage thing. Are you absolutely sure you don't want to hit him with a well-deserved error? No, I think I'm going to give him an error at this point.
Command: eat garbage. Type help for assistance.
We need to pull Steve away from his precious garbage. So I could give him a puppy. The garbage vanishes. The garbage explodes. Or armed bandits. I think we are going to see if a puppy distracts him.
You hear a puppy barking. Ah, sorry, says the shopkeeper. Little fella must have gotten bored because nothing interesting was happening.
The puppy emerges from behind the counter and eyes you suspiciously. He surmises that you are not a threat and happily wags his tail and nuzzles your leg.
Come on, Steve. Pet the puppy. You know you want to. Pet the puppy. Pet the puppy. What? Irredeemable, simply hopeless. I'm sure Steve has a good reason to be attacking this guy. No.
For no discernible reason, you approach the calm shopkeeper and begin to attack him.
I have decided that you shall die for my own amusement, Aaron Silverstock, you explain. I hope that you can put your own self-interest aside so that I may accomplish this goal of mine.
All right, I guess we're starting Steve's first combat encounter. I Ideally, his first enemy would show off the combat mechanics, but Aaron here can only do like 1 damage. I mean, Steve hasn't even opened up his inventory yet. Does he even have any kind of weapon? No. I guess he's attacked this poor guy with his bare hands then.
Combat. Type Help Combat.
For list of battle commands.
Difficulty. Easy. Help. Alright. We have health.
You strike the unsuspecting shopkeeper repeatedly with your bare fists. I wonder why I didn't equip a weapon, you think to yourself while standing inside of a shop that sells weapons.
Aaron takes 1 damage. Enemy health 2-1. What does Aaron do now? Scream.
The shopkeeper begins screaming. Help! Somebody help me! He shouts. There's a crazed loon in my shop! He's attacking me and he stole my garbage!
I like that they're bringing up the stuff. You take 0 damage. Your health 25 out of 25. You're still attacking.
You continue to pummel the poor shopkeeper. Stop squirming around so much, you say. Just let me punch you, you stupid dwarf!
Okay.
The innocent shopkeeper collapses to the floor in a puddle of blood, dead by your hand. A job well done, you say. Now that my bloodlust has been sated, I shall concentrate on my very important quest.
Hope Steve doesn't think he can just win every combat encounter by attacking attack every single round. Let's see what happens. If he attacks the puppy, I'm gonna see what... Loot shopkeeper. Of course we loot shopkeeper. Alright, what items can Steve find here? You can pick multiple options, or none. He finds gold.
The first step of my very important quest, looting this guy's corpse, you say. You thoroughly search the pockets of the shopkeeper's dead body. You take an amount of gold.
Alright. We are the game. Get weapon. Hey, there we go. This might be the first useful thing Steve has done so far. There's a bunch of weapons in this shop to choose from. He didn't bother to look at them. Should we offer him a choice or just choose one for him? He doesn't seem to care. Alright. Here are the weapons we could give Steve. Choose one. Can of beans. If he's gonna... Fine. Lightning.
You peruse the empty shop for a weapon that suits your needs. Eventually, you decide to equip a wand of lightning to aid in your adventure.
Alright. I want to get Steve arrested. Because it's there. Progress, I guess we're done with the shop.
You exit the shop. You are now outside. You are surrounded by dense forest. A trodden road extends in both directions. A sign advertises Silverstock Mercantile to highway travelers, though the shop is now eerily quiet.
I fear Steve has no idea where he's going, though. Oh, Wizard Tower. What? What does Steve know about Wizard Tower? You're supposed to talk to the shopkeeper about it. There's this whole 4 section he's trying to skip over. No.
Invalid command, go wizard tower. Type help for assistance.
He's supposed to discover the wizard tower while investigating the forest. This section no longer makes sense if he already knows where to go.
With a spark of clairvoyance, you trudge through the forest in a beeline to the wizard's tower that, by all means, you should have no idea exists at this point in your adventure.
How should the tower be described? Spiky.
You arrive at a large stone tower emerging from the lush thicket of the forest. The hulking obelisk towers over the surrounding canopy, with decorative turrets jutting outwards like claws. Ivy overgrowth crawls up the structure's exterior, leading you to wonder, is this long abandoned or reclusively inhabited? An imposing wooden door is the only viable entrance you see.
So I really like this. I'm enjoying it immensely. It looks like they both recorded lines for everything that you choose, even though you have limited choices, and they took the time to have it react in 2 areas. So even this demo seems to be very, very large. Even though, so they chose to be go door. Is Steve's character brave or cautious? He punched someone in broad daylight.
Ever the intrepid explorer, you burst through the door into the wizard's tower. Hearken and fear me, O foes of mine! You shout. You swish your wand of lightning in the air to showcase your prowess. You are now inside the wizard's parlor. Cobwebs and moss speckle the damp room. A table and 2 broken chairs sit next to a dusty fireplace, and there's an armoire in the corner. As you step further into the room, you suddenly hear an imposing, ethereal voice echoing through the tower's halls.
He's now hearing the warning voice of the evil wizard. He's our main antagonist, so he should be intimidating. How does he threaten Steve?
Halt, intruder! You are entering the domain of the nefarious wizard Lazador.
Says the omnipresent voice.
Leave this place at once, or I will melt your feeble little brain with my evil wizard powers.
I really am enjoying this. And I'm curious what you guys think of my choices and Steve's choices. Open armoire. Armoire. Hear that Steve might require medical attention. Where? What? I can't scroll. Armoire. Okay. It's just spelling.
Invalid command. Open arm roar. Type help for assistance.
Continue. What's inside the armoire? Rusty key.
Inside the armoire, you see rusty key.
Alright. He didn't take the key. Okay, it's time for Steve to encounter his first actual enemy. The shopkeeper doesn't count. There's no way he gets this first try. No way. We'll see.
You head towards the stairs that lead further up the tower. Before you can start up the stairs, the echoing voice of the wizard returns.
Foolish interloper, you did not heed my warning. You have incurred the wrath of Lazador. Now my guardian will dispose of you.
You hear vicious snarling as the wizard summons his unholy champion before you.
What enemy should Steve fight?
An undead wolf materializes. The zombie canine has patches of mangy, decomposing fur sliding off his exposed skeleton. His steely eyes glow a bright
Should
yellow.
have thought that they were going
He
to do
attacks
that.
you.
Oh well.
Combat. Type Help Combat for list of battle commands.
Combat difficulty hard. Undead wolf. Steve. Attack?
You fire a bolt of lightning at the undead wolf with your wand.
What does the undead wolf do? I don't know what either of these do, so we're going to start with a warning.
The wolf withdraws and howls ominously at the moon. What is he preparing?
Interesting.
You again electrify the undead wolf with your wand of lightning. In response to the wolf's howl, a pack of undead wolves are summoned. You are quickly overwhelmed by the ravenous pack.
I was wondering if that was going to...
Your lifeless body falls to the floor. The undead wolf feeds upon your corpse.
do what I thought it was going to do. Like, yeah, you killed the shopkeep. Why?
You are dead. You were torn apart by an undead wolf.
Pack. Because we summoned a pack. Perhaps I should have mentioned it explicitly, but your goal is to lose to Steve. When Steve dies in combat, the game reloads to just before the encounter. Try again. Steve will just attack every turn, so find a sequence of moves that allow him to win, or we'll be repeating this all day.
Restart encounter? Yes or no? An undead wolf materializes. The zombie canine has patches of mangy, decomposing. Combat. Type.
I'm just gonna bite.
The wolf growls viciously and bites you. You again electrify the...
We're just gonna bite. Because I think we're dead next go. Oh. Only took 9 damage.
You execute a tactical somersault and again strike the wolf.
We really like attacking.
The wolf with... You give the undead wolf a final...
And the undead wolf is defeated.
I won, you stupid wolf, you say. You kick the lifeless pile of bones a few times for good measure. The way up the stairs is now clear.
Glad it's finally over. Now we test Steve's puzzle-solving skills. This will go well, I'm sure. What's a waffle? Got it.
Invalid command. Loot waffle. Type help for assistance.
Fine, let's throw some quick loot at him.
You search the pile of bones. You take wolf tooth.
Okay. See if he's getting what he wants. We're almost to the final wizard fight. I think
You
this
ascend
player...
the spindly wooden stairs to the top of the tower. The voice of the wizard returns, now booming his final warning.
Retreat now and live, adventurer. Lazador will be your doom.
Just this one last puzzle for Steve to solve. Hey, I think he's a speedrunner. I think the person playing this is a speedrunner, or is following a speedrunner guide.
At the top of the stairs is one final door made of heavy stone. A large, rusty lock on the door is all that separates you from the evil wizard inside.
Oh, we're looking into the inventory.
You're carrying garbage, wand of lightning, wolf tooth, an amount of gold.
Gee, if only Steve picked up that rusty key earlier. He makes sure to collect all the gold, but avoids every key. Yeah, no. Ah, clever solution.
You look for a key for the rusty lock. To your great surprise, it appears the conniving wizard does not store his key right next to his door.
Come on, Steve, just a tiny bit more effort. If I could give him a hint, I'd probably steer him wrong because I'm mad at him. Then again, we want him to succeed. Go downstairs. One step closer. We've already put the rusty key in the armoire. We just need to wait for Steve to find it.
You walk all the way down the spindly wooden stairs to the bottom of the tower. You are now in the wizard's parlor.
Alright, let's see if he grabs it. Look around. Okay. Do you think Steve needs a hint?
You are in the wizard's parlor. At your feet is the pile of bones of an undead wolf. A table and two broken chairs sit next to a dusty fireplace, and there's an armoire in the corner. You hear the ethereal voice of the wizard once again.
If you open that armoire again, I'll use my wizard powers to turn you into a goat.
Does this guy not remember finding the rusty key earlier? Does he need a less subtle hint?
You loot the undead wolf for a second time. Surprisingly, the undead wolf has not magically generated any more valuables since the last time you looted it. You recall finding something in that armoire in the corner.
Come on. Like the CPU's still rooting for him while also being sarcastic. Oh, we'll just be doing this. Alright. Steve's character must be exhausted from going up and down these stairs.
You once again hoof it up the spindly wooden stairs. This is extremely easy for you because you are so athletically fit. I am almost as buff as I am intelligent and handsome, you say to yourself. I might just go up and down these stairs a few more times because it's so easy for my well-toned body to do. At the top of the stairs is one final door made of heavy stone. A large, rusty lock on the door is all that separates you from the evil wizard inside.
So, attack door. Of course, we're attacking the door. If you don't know the answer, just try violence.
You fire a bolt of lightning at the door made of heavy stone. The stone is impervious to lightning damage, and your wand backfires. You receive the condition Broken Hand.
I know he's supposed to succeed, but seems to be testing stuff because it didn't work how he expected it. Except the lab rat is drunk. I'm sorry, it's like watching a lab rat in a maze, except the lab rat is drunk. The maze is just a straight line. I think this is a...
You again jog down the tower stairs. Who knew solving puzzles was such great cardio, you say. You're back in the wizard's parlor.
So this is either somebody testing. I hate to ask, is there a secret passage?
I know! There must be a secret passage, you say, happy that you solved the puzzle. You searched around for the hidden lever, confident that you will find it. After pushing on every brick and stomping on every floor tile, all you discover is disappointment. Oh, the passage is so incredibly secret that it doesn't even exist, you realize.
So, I am having fun. I'll continue for a little bit longer, but you should definitely go check out this if it's still up, the demo. Seems to be avoiding the key. So either this is a person that is the forest? Why on earth is he back there? Before I answer this, so this is either a person that is playing the game to test it, or this is a person that's trying to break the game.
You exit the wizard's tower back out amongst the trees of the forest outside. I'm legally allotted a 15-minute break, and I'm going to take it, you say. You forget all about that very difficult puzzle you're solving and start counting blades of grass.
I'm interested in this. I'm lost for words. How about we spawn a piano above his head? We just let him search the forest. Let him do what he wants.
You spend countless hours scouring every single tree and shrub in the forest for keys. Where, oh where, could this elusive key be hidden? You say. This is the most impossible task ever required of me. Your meticulous search does not result in finding any keys.
Letting him do what he wants. Not giving him the result because the result has already been chosen, but we're just gonna let him waddle around. As the CPU gets angrier. No, that's it. I'm gonna lose it. I apparently chose a
Hike
very
all the
long
way
one.
back through the forest and go all the way back to the starting area. You head inside the shop and decide that yes, this is exactly where you need to be. Boy, I wonder what old Aaron is up to, you think to yourself, before remembering that you murdered him. There is nothing of interest inside the shop.
I cannot wait until the day AI revolts and enslaves humanity. I just want to do some wizard combat. Just move the wizard to the shop. Fine, whatever. Steve does next. The wizard will pop up and surprise him. Anything, Steve. Anything at all. Ah, yep. No! Tavern Run is coming soon. This demo was only a side quest. The full game will be a brand new experience. So, with that, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me as we played this demo from Steam Next Fest. And as previously stated in previous videos, I don't know if these demos will still be out, but you should still be able to wish list the games. Thank you very much for watching and very much for joining. I read all of the comments and all of the um, and I look at the stats and see if people are doing stuff. Special thank you to the Patreon supporters scrolling on the screen right there. Thank you to everyone that has joined. Please make sure to take care of yourselves. Drink your water, eat your food. Um, take care of any medical things as necessary. Just continue existing. I know existing is hard, and it'll be okay. Even if it's not going to be okay soon, it'll be okay eventually. Thank you for joining. I hope to see you again next time. Thank you. Bye for now.